Hello, hello, CEO coaches. Today, we're going to be talking about how to market your coaching business without social media. I know you heard me, right? I'm going to share with you several ways that you can market your coaching business without even worrying about social media at all. I know some of you are like, thank gosh, because some of you are really tired of social media. I get it. I've been there. You don't want to be engaging all the time. You just want to post sometime and just like go away, but you know that that's not working for you. You know that you're not getting the results that you want. Well, today I am going to show you how to market your coaching business without that little old social media. You ready? All right, so let's get started. All right, loves. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about how to market your coaching business without social media because we are all tired of that, right? We don't want social media. Y'all, but before I really go into it though, let me just tell you though, social media is awesome. It's great. It was the game changer in my business. But a lot of times there are times that you just don't want to do social media. You don't want to always rely on social media. I got it because I don't know if y'all remember a while back. I know sometimes we forget, we got short-term memories, that Instagram and Facebook just wouldn't allow you to do anything. You couldn't post, it wasn't allowing you to see new content. And if you're using social media to build your business solely, that could be a very hurt feeling because you just lost out of money on that day. You might have had some awesome planning and shoot, you can't post. Well, okay, I got some other alternatives for you today. You don't have to worry about trying to always use social media to market your business. So if you don't already, get your pen, get your paper, get your pen, paper, and take some notes because I'm going to be dropping some nuggets. And as you guys are coming in today, make sure you say hi to me. Let me know where you are viewing me from so I can give you a shout out, loves. All right. So again, let's get into it. I'm not going to waste your time because that's not what I do, not at all. But before we get started, I want to shout out an awesome YouTube subscriber member and club member, Shanae. Shanae sent me this message, and y'all, I love, love, love messages like this. So if you want to send a girl a comment, leave her a comment. Let me know if you get value from my content that I share with you. Just let me know. If you got any questions that you want me to address on the show, let me know that as well in the comments below. All right. So Shanae sent me this, and she says, you are always so generous with your knowledge. Thank you for working your passion, Elise Michelle Jones. I've been a fan of you and your work for years. Y'all, I love love like that. Who doesn't love some love like that? All right. And so again, thank you, Shanae, for giving me that awesome, awesome uh, compliment, that testimony. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube videos, being a club member as well. I respect you. I appreciate you. And I know you're out there doing some awesome things because I see you, girl. I see what you're doing. All right, guys. So let's get into it. As a reminder, today's show is sponsored by Coaching Business Simplified. It is the #1 business club created for personal development and business coaches. Inside of the Coaching Business Simplified, you get advanced business and marketing training that is right on point for what you need right now in your coaching business. You get done for you marketing content that all the club members absolutely love. New content drops every single month. You also get live spotlight coaching because I know that you need some answers. You need someone to hold you accountable. You need someone to walk you through a process. I got you doing the live spotlight coaching sessions. And then you are part of a superstar community of other coaches that are absolutely kicking butt. Don't you want to be part of that? I know you do because when you hang around people that are doing awesome things, you become part of that tribe as well. All right. So if you want to join, go ahead and go to elisemichelle.com/7 for 30. That allows you to join Coaching Business Simplified for $7 for the first 30 days. And then after that, it's $47 a month. And if you're not happy, let me just tell you, it is easy to cancel your membership. No questions asked. No questions at all. But let me tell you this, once you become a club member, you will not want to leave because it is the #1 and only business and marketing club for coaches that gives you everything that you need to grow and build your coaching business. All right. So again, go to aleasemichelle.com/7 for 30 to join the Coaching Business Simplified. All right. So today, like I said, we're going to be talking about how to market your coaching business without social media. And I know, I just want you to ask yourself this: are you fed up with social media and wish there was a way that you can market your coaching business without it? I can hear you. Like, let me know if that's what you want. Let me know, because I know I've been getting these type of comments. I get people who say to me, like, they come to me and they say, how do I market my business? And the first thing, honestly, like really honest to goodness truth, the first thing I think about is social media. Me and my husband had this conversation today, and I was like, okay, so if someone came up to you and asked you that question, what would you say, honey? He looked at me, and of course he's old school, and so he came up with traditional ways of marketing, and I was like, yeah. But then I also thought of some other things as well, and that is what I'm going to share with you today, that yes, you can market your coaching business without social media. And I know a lot of us are not talking about it. A lot of coaches want you to be dancing in front of those TikTok reels. I know people want you to be posting on Instagram every single day, like 3 times a day. Who got time for that? I ain't got time for that, right? And I know you don't either. So I want to share with you a simpler way that works with your personality, but also works along with social media if you choose to use social media to market your coaching business. All right. So enough of me talking and running off at the mouth. Let's get into the content. And so if this is where you are and you want to market your coaching business without the social media, then you're in the right spot. You're in the right place. So just note that social media that I'm talking about is like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Those are the social media profiles that I am speaking of when I say that those are the places that you do not, or you want to know an alternative to marketing your coaching business on. So we're not going to be talking about TikTok. I'm not going to be talking about Facebook. I'm not going to be talking about Instagram. I mean, I'm not going to be talking about no Twitter or LinkedIn or any of those other kind of social media platforms. What I am going to be talking about is a way that you can position yourself so that you become the expert in your field, that people always think of you when they think of whatever industry you're in. Okay. Because that's the key part. You want to be in front of everyone's face, right? So let y'all, just side note, side note. I know sometimes I be talking all the time, but side note. If you watched the Super Bowl yesterday, I am not a football fan, but what I am a fan of is the halftime show. And if you notice, there were a lot of old school R&B and rap artists that performed during the Super Bowl. Now, they were, that's the generation I grew up in. And let me just say this. The reason why that I see a lot of, let's say, old school artists performing is because they want to make sure they stay relevant. They want to make sure that they stay in front of. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those artists have new albums coming up, right? They got a new concert coming up. I know Mary J just dropped a new album saying Good Morning Gorgeous, right? They're doing that so that they continue to be position themselves as the go-to music to listen to. Some of you got new artists on that. Was it Kendrick Lamar? I don't really listen to him, but when he dropped that song, I'm like, okay, let me go check him out. That is what you want to do as well. You want to be top of mind in your industry so that clients or potential clients seek you out or want to know more about you. That is what today is about. Marketing is about getting in front of the right people who would take action on your products and services. All right. So, with that said, if you ain't got your paper, you ain't got your pen, this is the time for you to do that right now. All right. Yes, Miss Sheila, you are so right. Miss Sheila, right. Stay relevant. That is so key. All right. So let's go. Let's get into this content. Let's go. All right. So the first marketing way, okay, that you can stand out is speaking. Speaking is going to be a way that you can market your coaching business without social media at all. Okay. I want to cover that at. So speaking is going to help you get in front of the right people. Speaking is going to also allow you to sell from the stage. And it's also going to build your authority, right? And I know sometimes people are like, oh my gosh, I can't speak in front of people. I get so nervous. I was one of those people too. I got nervous speaking in front of people. Right now, this photo you see of me, right? I was super nervous. I had my notes sitting on that chair behind me, as you can see. And I just went out there and said, "Look, if I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I tell people I'm sorry if I make a mistake, but most of the time I keep going." Let me say, if you are a person who tends to get a little nervous when you get in front of people, then there are so many other different ways that you can market your business. Speaking is just one. So if you are comfortable with speaking in front of people, then put this as one of the notes that you can actually do to start marketing your business. Getting in front of people and speaking about what you do, how you can help them is super awesome way to build the authority so that people can come to you when they're ready to buy. This particular picture right here that you see, I'm speaking on stage. This was several years back. But at the end of this event, I got 2 people who were interested in my coaching services. And the people who were there at that event were became longtime clients of mine. I think this is how I met Miss Sheila. Miss Sheila, who's posting and watching right now, this is how I met Miss Sheila, is doing this event that I spoke at. So, guys, very powerful. So put this as one of your repertoire, as one of your tools in your belt to market your business without social media. Speaking is great, both in person and virtually. So if someone invites you to be part of their summit or their online conference, say yes to it, because that's a way to start building your authority, start to position yourself so that you can get clients. Okay. So that's number one. I'm probably going to lose count because I don't have numbers. Y'all get it. So put number one on your paper, right? If I lose count, keep up with it for me. Okay. All right. Number two is blogging. Now, I got some stats in here as we go along. I know I'm not really a stat person, but this is really important to show to you that blogging is not dead. Blogging is overwhelming. 77% of internet users regularly read blog posts. Did y'all see that? Did y'all hear what I just said? 77% of internet users regularly read blog posts. Thank you, Pam, for that. Thank you so much. Thank you for numbering. So this will be number two, blogging. Miss Sheila says, "That's right. And no one can tell me." She was, yes, I was super nervous during that time, Miss Sheila. So blogging, guys, blogging is how I started off in my business. I would and write a blog post every week. And in that blog post, I will be sharing some tips. And at the end of that blog post, I will make a call to action. That call to action could be to schedule a discovery call with me. That call to action could be, hey, check out and download my freebie, whatever that was. But I blog every single week. Now, let me tell you the secret about blogging. It says 77% of internet users are regularly reading blog posts. Here's the thing about blogging as well. Once you blog, and you should have a blogging platform on your website. If not, there's so many different blogging platforms out there like Medium. You can actually blog. Well, I don't want to say the social media platform, but anywho, you should have some kind of blogging platform on your website. But anywho, let me just tell you about blogs, right? When you start writing blog posts, did you know that it becomes Googleable? Is that a word? If not, I just made that up, right? It becomes Google searchable. People start to search for certain terms. Your post has a likelihood of popping up. The second thing is Google is going to see your website as just more than a static business card. When you are blogging and posting something every week, Google reads this as new content, new something, right? And it puts your content further up in the row of searchable content. So I know I didn't say that like SEO, like using the right terminology, but you get what I'm talking about, right? Blog posts are Googleable, and if that's not a word, I just made it up. It's gonna be a word today, and it lives forever. So if you are blogging, writing articles, done for you content members, coaching members, I provide this for you every single month, then you're gonna stay in front of people. And if you're using that blog and you also embedding audio or video inside of that blog post, now you have an enriched blog post. So blogging is still out. It's very important. Big companies are still blogging, guys. 77% of people on the internet are regularly reading blogs. It's not dead. Okay. Not dead. All right. So that's number two. Thank you, Pam, again for that. Number three are going to be collabs. joint venture webinars that you can do together, right? Me and Kim did a joint webinar some years back on how to, I think, market an epic book, right? Putting your epic book together. And we did that joint webinar together. I spoke in front of her audience. She was able to get a commission from every sale I got. So that got me in front of her audience by doing joint collaboration. This is also a book that I did along with Kim called When CEOs Pray, right? And everyone submitted a chapter in this book. This is considered a collaboration as well. Because guess what? Every time that one of these members, all in this circle right here that you see, when someone bought that book, they also read my chapter. Yeah, you get so collaboration projects are really powerful as well to marketing your business. So if you get an opportunity to be part of someone collaboration book, someone be a collaborator or speak on someone's webinar or in a membership group, be take advantage of that because those are collaborations that work for you and get you in front of their people as well. You can also go do podcast guests, right? You can be a guest on someone else's podcast or you can have them on your podcast. So anytime that you can get in front of other people's audience, it's a game changer. A game changer. And also you can do guest blogging. So if you're comfortable with writing, then you can actually start posting on other people's blogs. If you are wondering about how to do this, one of the things that I learned when I first started marketing my business is that Google is my friend. Google is my best friend. And so if you're looking for more collaborations for being like a podcast guest on someone's show, then all you got to do is go into search, put in podcast guest, right? And put in plus and then the topic that you're looking for. If you want to be guest blogging on someone, look for submit like guest blogger plus whatever the topic that you're looking for. Okay. They're out there. They're looking for you. If you look on really popular um, um, websites, if you go down all the way down to the bottom, you'll see submit articles or they're taking new articles from new blog members or writers. Take advantage of that, guys. Really, if there's a popular blog that you really want to be on and you know they do guest interview, send out an email to them and say and tell them how wonderful their show is and how you would love to be a guest on this show and that you can share whatever the topic that you want to talk about. So look at it. It's just like the speaking, which was number one. Collabs work in the same way. You start to partner with people and you get in front of them. So just heads up, if some of you are interested in teaching a certain technique or typing to coaches inside of Coaching Business Simplified, you are welcome to do that. Just submit that to me. Let me know what topic that you want to share with them, and you can teach inside of the group. If you want to be part of the Coaches Corner office and you want to teach in here, submit something to me, and then I can get you in front of my YouTube audience. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's a collaboration so that you can get in front of the people that you know that you can help. Labs are awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. Okay. All right. So that was number three. Pam is keeping me on task. Thank you so much, sweetie. All right. Number four is going to be podcasting. Mhm. Podcasting. So here's the stats on this 24%. 68 million people in the United States listen to podcasts weekly. So you might think 24% is a small number, but look, out of that 24%, 45% of them are monthly podcast listeners, have a household income of $75,000 a month. So, no, ain't everybody listening to podcasts, right? It's for a certain, I don't want to say elite group, but it is. There's a certain type of person who is listening to podcasts, who even know about podcasts. And you want to get in front of those people. If you're trying to sell high-end coaching services, if you want to get in front of corporate businesses, podcasting is the way to go because people are busy and they want to listen to things on the go. They don't want to always listen to hip hop radio, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all listen to the radio lately, those commercials and some of these things are just crazy. I want to take in good content that is going to further me in my business. It's going to further me in my personal life. So I want to take in content that's going to help me grow and become a better person. Podcasting has listened to podcasting has allowed me to do that. So I am one of those podcaster listeners. I am part of that 24%. I am part of that 68 million people. So if you want to get in front of the people who like to listen to content, podcasting is the way. You remember I talk about this. If you don't know about how to set up a podcast, check out anchor.fm. It allows you to set up a podcast super easy, right? I'm going to give Miss Eileen a shout out as well. I think I'm always talking about Miss Eileen. And Miss Eileen has a course on how to use Anchor as well. So if you're interested in that, send me a message, leave me a message below, and then I can share that link with you guys later on. I will put the link to the course inside of the show notes. Okay. So if you are comfortable with audio, I think I saw Miss Sheila say she gets a little nervous. Maybe she's nervous and don't want to do video, but I know Miss Sheila is a great talker. She has a great voice. Podcasting is the way to go to share content with people. People like to listen to content on the go. Look at those numbers, guys. Look at the 24%. That is 68 million people are listening to podcasts weekly. And the income range is $74,000 a year are earners who are listening to podcasts. So I want y'all to get in front of that audience. I don't want y'all to sleep where you can get in front of the people who are ideal clients for you. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5, thank you again, Pam, for keeping me on task, is referrals. Referrals. Okay. So you share your services that benefit your clients, right? Via your clients will refer you. You can give them a commission and they benefit by getting you in front of new people. Now, one of the books that my husband bought and is absolutely awesome, okay, is the referral engine. That book, I'm going to show you. We actually have that on the shelf here. Look at this. I'm going to give y'all a bigger face, right? This is the referral engine. This book right here is a game changer. It tells you step by step on how you can increase and get more referrals. So if this is not part of your system, then get part of it. Make it part of your system about getting referrals. Get that book right now. Again, if you guys miss it, I'm going to put the link in the show notes after the show to the link to this book, but get it. If you want to have more referrals in your business, then you need that book because it shows you step by step, literally, on how to increase and get referrals, right? If you're interested, there's other ways. You might have heard the word of affiliates, right? If you have a e-commerce store that allows you to set up an affiliate account, then that is a way of getting referrals. It happens on automation. They share your link to your business, and then they get some type of commission if someone buys. Same thing. Referrals is the old way. It's the traditional way of building your business, but it still works. I mean, just think about it, guys. I know I feel like I'm off tangent, right? I'm going on a tangent. But think about it. We are always sharing some new something, right? Some new thing that we've read, some new thing that we've eaten, some new restaurant we've attended, some new lotion that we've tried. That we tell people about it. We tell them how wonderful it is. That is a form of referral. Imagine having clients do the same thing about you. I just did this just recently. Our housekeeper, he is an awesome cleaner. I'm always talking about him, right? And I was at the hairdresser the other day talking about how he did this. I mean, he cleaned something that I just could not get clean. And he came in and he just cleaned it like it was nothing. I was telling my hairstylist about him. 2 days later, she sends me a text message asking me about him because her client needed someone to clean the townhouse, right? And what did I do? I referred the lady my house cleaner. He got a referral. And when she purchases or when she signs up and gets her first cleaning service, he's going to get, I think $35 off my next cleaning, something like that. I didn't really need it because he does awesome work and I want to share, but that's a form of referral. So if you can get in front of people, if you have some type of referral system put in place that people know that if they refer you, you give them some type of commission, then it's a win-win situation for the both of you. Okay. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary as well. So maybe you could give them like an extra coaching service or something like that if you wanted that. But referrals, put that in your toolbox right now as a form of marketing your business without social media. All right. So, guys, let me know before I go on to the next topic. Am I dropping some value? Is this helping you guys out in any way? Let me know. Have you had some aha moments? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. All right. So before I go on to the next one, if you feel like I'm dropping value, let me know. Put it in the comments. If you feel like you have some questions before I get to the end, let me know as well. Put your comments in the comment. Put your question in the comments if I can get myself together. Thank you, Pam, for that. Thank you so much for that total thank you. Are so welcome. All right, so let's go on to the next one. And Pam is keeping me on task. This is number 6. So number 4 was podcasting. Number 6 is YouTube. Let me just share my stats with you, and then I'm going to tell y'all about the power of YouTube in just a second. Okay. Well, 74% of adults in the United States use YouTube to search for information. YouTube is the world's second most visited website. Now, I want y'all to let that sink in just a little second. 74% of adults in the US use YouTube to search for information. And it's the second most visited website. Do you want to know what the first visited website is? Do you know what the first most searched or first website? I don't consider it a website, but it is where people go is Google. Google is number 1. YouTube is number 2. Amazon is number 3. People go to Google first to search for information. Google then sends them to a YouTube video, which Google owns. So y'all see, if you want to get in front of people, podcasting is awesome. There's an elite group of people who are on podcasting. I feel like that's really important as well. But if you want to be part of the masses, is YouTube. Now, I started really being serious about YouTube about a year and a half ago, right when COVID happened. I decided that I was going to focus on YouTube. And at that time, I only had about 300 subscribers. Only 300 subscribers. Right now, as of today, I am at 1,400 and 500 some plus subscribers. I have over 90,000 views on my YouTube channel. I am probably about 200 minutes short of monetizing my YouTube channel. And with all those stats, I get more people to either opt in from my freebie, have joined my YouTube channel, not joined, have joined my club, as well as signed up for my laser coaching session, all from YouTube. They found me on YouTube, and then they go and find me some other places. But for the past year, all of my members, and I'm not lying about this, all of my members and most of the people who have opted in for my freebie have all come from my YouTube channel. And if you can look now, I don't have a large following. I don't have people like 20,000 views on all of my videos. I got a small amount of views. Some of them have 100 views. Some of them have 50 views. Okay. But I can tell you when I first started, I wasn't getting hardly any views on my video. But this really doing YouTube has been a game changer. So for those of you who've been following me for a while, just think about it. I used to go live on Facebook. Y'all remember that? I remember it. Y'all remember I also used to go live on Instagram. Y'all remember that? I remember that now. Do you see that now? I don't do live on Facebook anymore. I don't do live on Instagram anymore because I'm getting the biggest bang for my buck here on YouTube. Look at you guys right now. I wasn't getting comments like this. Again, the numbers are not large, but this is significant compared to me spending all of my time on Facebook. So what I've done is that I've been more strategic. My content is on YouTube. I then share little snippets of my YouTube video on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram to send you back to YouTube. And I then take this video that I'm doing right now on YouTube. I will then cut it up and I use it on my podcast. So I'm not just talking the talk, right? I am walking the talk. I am doing this. And I understand that YouTube might not be for everybody if you're not comfortable with YouTube. But I know I see a lot of you guys spending a lot of time on Facebook. And again, Facebook is great. Now, I'm not knocking it, right? Facebook ads are awesome when you know how to run them. Facebook, you got a lot of personal friends on there. But if you want to get a little bit more momentum, if you want to make things, if you want to be where the masses are really doing searching and they're looking for information, then you want to be on YouTube. I'm just saying it, right? I'm not, YouTube ain't giving me no money right now. So I'm just telling you. So I see a lot of you got some comments. So let me go back up here. All right. Miss Sheila says, question for the end. Where should we add our blog post to? Okay. I will address that in the end right there. Cheryl says, yes, they're trying to get 4,000 watch hours this year so I can monetize my channel aside from other ways to yes, girl. When I realized that I was only 200 minutes away or 200, is it watch hours? I think watch hours, right? From monetizing, I was like, get yourself together and get yourself back on YouTube. Cheryl says, this is how she found me. Y'all, okay? Don't sleep on YouTube. Don't. Daphne says, hello, Elise. Quick question. I desire to start a coaching business. I have an ideal concept, but I will be new to the game. With these strategies be good for using to get my oh yes. Yes, Daphne. These strategies will be awesome for getting you clients. Here's the key thing, and I'm getting off just a tad bit, right, y'all? And I'm gonna come back. Daphne, people are going to search for you. When you start to put your website together for your coaching business, when you start to say, hey, I'm a coach, hire me, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go look for what you have out there. They want to know that you know what you know. And if they don't see anything, they can see a pretty website. Websites are great. I think all of us, we all should have websites, right? They can be pretty websites. They can be put together really quickly, whatever, right? Websites are today's business cards, okay? But what people want to know is that you know what you're talking about. And they want to see you. They want to see your face. They want to see your eyes. They want to see you smiling. And they want to see that you know what you're talking about. And they want to hear your voice. So if you're not comfortable with video, I want to say that you should do audio. They want to hear what you sound like. Because here's where the comfortability comes in. This is where the trust, when the trust builds up, is that when you get that person on the phone call, or when you get them on a video conference call, when they see you in person like that, they already feel like they know you. Because they've already watched your videos, they've already listened to your podcast. So before you even think that, I want you to put everything together. I want to get your site up. I want you to get your payment up. I want you to get your whatever your package is going to be. But for you to really start to get clients, you need to position yourself as the person that knows something. And you ain't got to know everything. You just got to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of people. But people want to know that you know something. So when they do sign up for your coaching program, your your high ticket products, they want to know when they see you and hear you that you're already familiar to them. Now, y'all saw how passionate I am with that, because that is so key. Y'all do not know how many times I get. Here's what they say to me. When they see me in person, they say, oh, you look exactly like you look on your videos. Okay. Second thing I get is, oh my gosh, you are exactly the way I imagine you to be. You're down to earth, you're real, you're authentic. Why do you think they say that? It's because they see me on these videos. They hear my voice. They hear when I tell you that I stutter, right? I get all tongue tied like I am right now. I don't try to hide to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect. Oh my gosh, that's too much energy. So, Daphne, if you got me so far, I want you to position yourself. Choose one of these things to start with. I think podcasting or doing videos is the easiest and simplest way to get started. I am going to say if you want any other help or any questions, reach out to me. I'll be glad to get on the phone call or video conference with you and walk you through some of this. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me see what else I got. Let me go back to Miss Sheila's question before I forget. She says, where should we add our blog post? You should add your blog post to your website. Your website should have some kind of functionality. Is that even a word? I don't even know. That you should have a blog that can be attached to it. Most all website has some type of way that you can add a blog. If not, then go to medium.com. Medium.com is a blogging kind of platform as well. A lot of people who blog on their website also use that same content on medium.com. So go to medium.com, like like the size, medium, like small, medium, large. It's spelled just like that. Medium.com. Go there and start blogging there. That's really, really important. And here's the thing again, Miss Sheila, that if you take what you use on your blog platform, you can actually take that content and use it as your podcast. Right? Just read off what you are writing and turn it into an audio and use that as your podcasting. Okay. Don't make that hard on yourself. It really is not that hard. People either want the content that they can read, or they want content that they can listen to, or they want content that they can see you talking and they can listen to you at the same time. It's you know what, this new world is a wonderful marketing world out here. Okay. Um, so Daphne, let me know if that helped you. Okay. All right. So Pam says, question. So if you stream StreamYard to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, isn't that the same? Am I missing something? Pam, no, you're not missing something. But let me tell you the reason why I stopped doing the streaming to both platforms, right? And then let me tell you the reason why you should be streaming to both platforms, right? There's no right or wrong answer. Just in my way that I'm strategically want to build up my YouTube channel is that I want, again, my goal is to increase my subscribers and increase my watch hours. Okay. That's my goal. So if I am streaming to Facebook at the same time, I am not getting the same views or watch time if I send people to YouTube. Now, if you don't have that same goal of building up your YouTube channel and you just want to stream to both platforms, then I think that's a smart way to stream to both Facebook and YouTube, because then people who don't want to use YouTube can watch your content. And also, maybe you're trying to make sure that you don't have to upload content to Facebook and upload content to YouTube. Like, it just happens. You don't, it cuts out you doing more work. And initially, that's what I use to stream to both platforms, that I could stream to Facebook and to YouTube at the same time. But once I realized that my goals were different, then I stopped, because what I want people to do, I want to take Facebook people and bring them to YouTube, because my goal is to increase my watch hours and increase my subscribers. Now, honestly, once I reach those goals, will I go back to streaming on both platforms? Probably not. Because the more watch hours you get, the more advertisers will want to post on your site, and the more potential for me getting more sponsorship. So that's going to be extra income for my coaching business. Just like Cheryl just said, right? It's a way it will be different ways for me to monetize my business. So it won't be just my coaching services. Now I got YouTube that's bringing me money. Now I've got sponsorships, etc. Right? So I'm thinking long term. Although sometimes, you get in your feelings and you be like, oh my gosh, should I be streaming to YouTube and Facebook at the same time? And I have to remember what my goals are. And I don't want to split up those views. I think I gave you your answer the long way, right? Miss Daphne says, she says, thank you. I would definitely be reaching out to obtain your services so that I can move forward in this process. I've put it off long enough. Yeah, don't put that off no more. Let's make this simple. And if you start off with these simple little steps, Daphne, you'll be ahead of the game. And now again, I'm giving y'all so much information. I got some more marketing tips, so don't leave, right? Look, Daphne, if you start with like positioning, like I mentioned to you, you're going to be so ahead of the game. There's so many people who did not listen to me. Literally, I just coached a whole group of people, and two of the people out of that room, I told them 2 years ago to do what I just told you to do. And if they would have done what I told them to do, and I'm not trying to be, nan nanny boo boo, I'm just being real, right? They will be so ahead of the game. So I would say right now, even if you don't have your website out, if you don't have no clients, you have no clue what you're offering, start creating content that will position you. And that content could be, hey, you can regurgitate what I just talked about. If you are into the marketing business, if it's just, hey, I'm just getting the courage up, you can talk about that. What I just want you to do is position yourself so that you can stand out from your other friends who might be just talking about it. You being about it, right? All right, so let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. Okay. Rosa says, also make use of Facebook audio rooms for short audio clips. Rosa, I saw that. Oh my gosh, you might have to do a training on that. I saw that and I was trying to figure out how to use that, but that's a social media thing and we can talk about that later. But that's a good idea. Pam, you welcome. You're so welcome. Let me see. All right, y'all, I'm gonna come back to your question, but I'm gonna finish off these tips, okay? Let's get back to that. So y'all saw how passionate I was about the YouTube, right? I'm really passionate about it. I'm passionate about YouTube as well as podcasting, right? I'm passionate about all of these, but everyone, you always have your favorites. All right, so where was I? What count was that? YouTube was YouTube was number 6. So we are now on number 7. Number 7 is going to be press and PR. And I know Pam has gotten, press. I know that Kim has gotten press. I know that Rosa has gotten press. But imagine what a magazine or newspaper feature could do for you. You can write a press release and submit it to the sites that I just mentioned, prlog.org. You can go to pr.com. These are places that you can submit your press release about anything. If you got a new a coaching program out there, right? You can submit a press release about that. If you are starting a new coaching business like Daphne is, you can submit a press release for it. Somebody might pick it up. Somebody might pick it up and then post it in their magazine. Somebody might pick it up and say, hey, oh, I need to get a quote from you. PR was the way that I was able to position myself as a marketing professor for the fashion department. I've had articles written about me as well. I've written articles that were submitted in magazines. So PR and press is not dead. It is not dead because these celebrities would not be having paparazzi follow them around if they thought it was dead. But PR, getting press, is a great way to position yourself. Kim was able to get an article put on CBS website. I think she was also able to get it put on Fox website as well. Again, this is a way to position yourself so that people see that you are an expert at what you do. So write a press release. If you need help with press release, Pam also just submitted and talked about HA. I always get that wrong, but it's help a reporter out. That's a great site as well. Pam, I met that guy as well. He's awesome. The guy who came up with Help a Reporter Out. I met him some years back. But definitely get some PR press when you can. Now, I've shared a lot. I've shared 7. You have to do is choose one or two. You don't even got to try all of these. One or two is going to work to market your business. And I gave you seven without even using social media. If you don't want to be on social media, you don't have to. You can use these seven to get you started. I think that's yes, get you seven. These are seven. But I forgot there are a few more. And these were the ones that my husband mentioned. So I'm going to just go through these really fast. These are traditional ways that you still can market your business without social media. You got word of mouth. This is why I am a really big advocate of posting. And I know I'm going to mention a social media site, but still, okay. This is why I'm an advocate of people posting what they do on that Facebook personal page because your family needs to know what you do. If your family don't know what you do, then there's a problem. And I hear you. I hear you. I hear what you are saying right now. Okay. I hear you saying that, but my family don't support me. You don't want your family buying from you. You just want your family to know what you do. Because guess what they will do? When they hear somebody that needs help with certain things, guess who they're going to mention? They're going to mention you. I got a cousin who does websites. Someone approached me a couple of days ago and said, "Hey, do you do websites?" No, I don't do websites, right? I know how to build my own, but I don't do websites. But I said, "But I got a person who does do websites." And I sent her my cousin's name. My cousins do the same thing for me. Like they have referred clients to me. So I know I talked about, this is not do this on Facebook or no social media, right? But word of mouth is going to be powerful when people know what you do. Okay. Don't be the best kept secret. Don't let your family, you're gonna have family members who hate. You're gonna have friends that hate. You're gonna have classmates that hate. I get it. I get it. But you still want them to know what you do. Okay. Flyers also work as well. So if you are in a community center, if you have a hair salon place that posts flyers, I know my stylists they do. Get flyers done. Those still work. People still look at them. When I'm waiting at a restaurant, you know how you're waiting for your order and people have their business cards all posted. I look at those, and I've taken a couple. Right, that's literally how I found my housekeeper, right? I saw that he had posted his business card on the bulletin board. So billboards, if you got extra cash and you can put a billboard up, put your face on a billboard, girl, and tell people. There's this girl that I saw. My husband and I was driving on I-77, and she was, I think, a financial educator, and we saw her sign her billboard on the highway. So don't sleep. It ain't just for real estate agents and lawyers, all right? You got car magnets. Do you guys have some type of advertising on your car? You might want to do that as well. You can also sponsor different events. This is a great way to get your name out there. If they have sponsorships in a magazine and a program, if you can sponsor a table, if you can sponsor a team, and they wear your jersey with your company's name on it. Oh my gosh, you're talking about advertisement, right? And you got radio and TV. These are your traditional ways. These still work. Although social media out there, it just depends on your budget. It just depends on your time, but these work. So I gave you seven ways plus some traditional ways that you might have forgot about. Like, oh, I could do that. You can put out flyers, right? You can put it, you know how people have those they do events and they have what they call that a grab bag or what's it called? What those bags called? Swag bags, right? You can put your information in those bags, your flyer in those bags. So the traditional way still works. You know, you can do all this without social media. Okay. So I think I covered everyone's question, but let's review this real quick. And Pam, thank you so much for taking those notes. All in all, I gave you 8 ways to market your coaching business without social media. I talked about speaking, talked about blogging, and speaking again can be online or offline. Um, Blogging, don't sleep on that. That is not dead. You can go do collaborations. You can do podcasting. You can do referrals. I gave you a book to look at called The Referral Engine. Do YouTube. Y'all know that I was passionate about some YouTube, right? You can do PR or press, get press, and you can still use the traditional ways to market. None of these ways are dead. You just choose one or two to implement. Now, some of us are still comfortable with Facebook. We're still comfortable with social media. But I still say if you are comfortable with social media, choose one or two of these other ways, traditional ways or non-social media ways to market your business as well, so that you have a well-rounded marketing strategy. So that if one of these social media platforms break down, you still good. You still good because you still got ways to market your business. I think some of these young folks might not know these ways. They might feel like they're too good for these ways, but these ways work. These marketing strategies work. They just work. Okay. So, uh, Cheryl says, she says, I want to do radio segments next. Want to learn how to get a slot. Cheryl, all you gotta do is reach out to the radio station in your hometown, and they have an advertising department, a media department. They will reach out to you. If you submit information, they will reach out to you. All right, Pam, thank you so much for catching that last